We are live.
Con. All right, we're out here once again on the highways and the byways, out here to prophesy against this wicked kingdom, which in the Bible is known spiritually as Sodom and Egypt, mystery Babylon, amongst other things. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power,
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash.
Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who ruled well and who taught us this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I don't want the Ratazadas to be edifying. As usual, we're going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And, hey man, Tawadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for giving us another day to come out here and confess him, herald him in.
Khan.
And, hey, fight,
Yeah. Fight the good fight of faith, man.
Khan. You got anything in particular you wanted to start with? Or I got
yeah, I got a quick one. Well, it's not quick, but the brother said, man, the Wadi Hawashim Yahweh Shai for, continuing to put the Rakah Kwadash, the Holy Spirit on us to continue to do this work, man. Hopefully we endure to the end, man, because we're lucky to have this truth, okay? It's truly a blessing, all right? So now I'm going to let the Lord speak. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 from the top, and it reads, Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. All right? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we come out week in and week out blowing the trumpet, man. Blowing the trumpet to let our people know that destruction and judgment is about to fall upon 2/3 of our nation, okay, in the world. Okay? So we are doing what the Lord commanded us to do. It's to sound the alarm. We see the enemy on the horizon coming in like a flood, and before it reaches to our destination, we're warning all the people, okay, in the castle that are behind the walls, that we're about to be besieged. So prepare. Okay, now is not the time to be relaxing, playing Fortnite on 2K, immersed in the bread and circus of this world. All right? Now is the time to be prudent, because the prudent man foreseeth the evil to come. Okay, thus saith the Lord. So it reads, it says, Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet.
The sword represents destruction. A sword is an instrument for killing. All right, you don't use a sword to butter bread, right? You don't use a sword to, what do you use a sword to do? To kill.
To kill.
Right? And the modern day sword is a gun. Okay? Your assault rifles, your shotguns, your AK-47s, your sticks and your blicks. Jake, that's what Jake called it now. They like to slide on niggas, right?
With the
Esau
blicky.
with the blicky. Esau about to slide on you with the blicky. Matter of fact, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai about to slide on you with the ultimate blicky, which is them nukes. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right? Evil times are on the horizon. We're not in a time of peace. We're not in a time of love. We're in a time of hate and war and recompense and judgment. All right? Hey, I mentioned that America is known spiritually as Sodom and Egypt, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai said in 2nd Ezra 15, which we might get into it, right? He said he was going to plague Egypt as before. All right? And we were talking about it in the car. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is plaguing this place. All right? These different railroad derailments, which is what, spilling poisonous chemicals into the water, into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
These food processing plants being burnt up.
Yep.
You know. What else? You got the dairy. What was that? California.
Yeah. The dairy farmland.
Speak on it. You can speak on it.
Yeah. The dairy farmland is flooded, and they don't know for how long. Okay. Okay.
Over there in California.
Yeah, a
right?
country that's in control of the largest dairy production.
Which your dairy is your milk, your cheese.
Yep.
Butter.
Yeah.
You had what was that 20,000 cows that just got burnt up?
Khan.
These are all plagues from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but the average Joe is not considering.
Not considering.
You know, because they think the Bible is like some ancient fairy tale book.
Yeah.
They don't realize that the Bible is the only book that contains prophecies.
Yep.
All right, prophecies that have happened already. For example, the flood, the first Exodus, our deliverance out of Yasharalah's deliverance out of ancient Egypt, because the second Exodus is coming.
Oh, Khan.
We're getting delivered from modern day Babylon, right?
Yep.
So, but like I said, it's a book filled with prophecies of things that happened in the past, things that are currently happening, right, and things that are shortly to come.
Khan. And it's the blueprint to how to deal with the things that come, because there's nothing new under the sun. All right.
And that's what the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, for bringing us back to the knowledge, this truth,
Remembrance.
this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that has been hidden from the ages.
Yep.
All right? Because a lot of you, your perception of the Bible, your understanding of the Bible was taught to you by the wicked, the so-called white man, Esau Edom. He fed you Christianity. He beat that into your goddamn brain, right? Which modern day Christianity is nothing more than white supremacy.
Khan.
Which is completely contrary to the Bible.
Facts.
Esau is a goddamn liar. He's the wicked according to the Bible, the so-called white man. He is the wicked per Malachi 1 and 4.
Yep.
You can hold me that when you're done with that if you want, Baba Kasha, right?
Yep.
And what Esau's in the power seat. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Esau's ruling. He rose back to power during what? The Renaissance era. The so-called, right after the Middle Ages, right?
Yep.
The Dark Ages, right? Because during the Dark Ages, contrary to popular belief, people of color ruled.
Yep.
Dark people ruled. So-called black people ruled.
Yep. Spain.
Jake was
Europe.
ruling.
Yep. Khan.
You know, Jake was ruling in England.
Yep.
Jake was ruling in Ireland. Jake was ruling all in Russia. You got the Russian icons.
Yeah.
Jake was ruling in Spain. You got the Moors. Moors means black.
Yep.
But Spain fell. The Moors fell. When did they fall? During the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages.
Yep.
The last stronghold of the Moors was Granada.
Khan.
And who did they fall to? They fell to Esau.
Esau Edom. The
In his
so-called white
so-called
man.
Renaissance era.
Yep.
Renaissance meaning the rebirth. I'm on a roll here.
No, I'm just letting you know. I ain't interrupting.
The rebirth. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He rose back to power. You know?
Yep.
And what starting with what? Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus, he came and conquered the so-called New World.
The New World.
Because there was an old world.
Yep.
Esau already had bodied that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Going back to Alexander. Alexander the Creep. Alexander the Conqueror.
Yep.
You know? He was the first devil that rose to power. And what was his motto? Pretty much get down and lay down.
Get down and lay down.
Get down and lay down. Same thing like Rome. Get
Yep.
down and lay down. Because that's Esau's blessing. Going back to the sword.
Khan.
Okay? You got something to lock in?
Yeah, this is a quick one. This is and I got Malachi.
Quick, brother, yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Hey, again, Barakatha Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for giving us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yep.
The true understanding of the Bible.
Khan.
Not this fucking slave Bible that this devil shoved down your throat during chattel slavery.
Yep.
He told you what you could read and what you couldn't read.
Mm-hmm.
And now, fast forward, you want to learn the Bible, you got to go to him.
You got to go to him.
You got to go to his so-called theological schools.
Yep.
Where he indoctrinates you. Just like if you want to get a degree, you got to go to his schools of thought.
Yeah.
You want to get, you got to go to his place of higher learning.
And teach his doctrine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to pass his test. You got to study, learn the curriculum, learn his agenda, and pass his test.
Uh-huh.
You know,
perfect puppet.
You want to start a business, right? You got to go to him. Get his approval.
Yep.
Get his licenses.
Yep.
And when you get licensed, what is that? There's rules and stipulations.
Yeah.
What you can and can't do. For example, example of 501c3 charter. You want to start a church, right? You want tax exemptions?
Yep.
You know, you want handouts from this government, from this devil? You got to enter into a charter, which is an agreement.
Exactly.
And what's in that agreement? What you can and can't talk about.
Rules and regulations and stipulations.
Show you who's in the power seat.
Con.
The wicked.
Yep.
Pull up Malachi. Job 9 and 20. You can't make it up. The earth is
Good.
given into the hands of the wicked. Who's ruling? Who's in the power seat?
Esau, Edom.
Who writes all the laws?
Esau, Edom, the so-called white
Who
man.
writes the laws and then amends them?
Esau, Edom.
Rewrites them. When
Esau,
he
Edom.
gets hemmed up by him.
Yep.
You know? when his hand gets caught in the cookie jar, what does
Yeah.
he do? He rewrites the laws. That's
Yeah.
a goddamn devil. That show you he's a devil.
That's what
A
he is.
deceiver.
Con.
Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's words are written in stone. Barakatha Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. His laws, statutes, and commandments were set in stone
Set in stone. They even say what Bible stands for basic instruction
before leaving earth.
before leaving earth, man. This is quick when I was holding.
Go ahead.
It says,
Salakia.
Jeremiah.
The zeal of the Lord have eaten me up, brother.
Jeremiah, to back you up, the Lord up, Jeremiah 17 and 4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I will give thee. And I
I'm
will.
talking about Yasharala, you tribes.
Yep.
You so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, North American Seminole Indians. You are the Lord's chosen people. Not them small hat, big nose people over there in the land of Canaan right now.
Con.
The land of Palestine. Those are imposters. Those gutter rats. They're culture vultures. That's what this devil does. He goes around stealing people's cultures. He assimilates.
Yep.
Because he's a fugitive and a vagabond fleeing from justice.
Clear from justice. And how do you feel?
He's not the true Spaniards.
Nope.
They were Moors.
Yep.
He's not the true Irish.
Yep.
The fighting Irish, they were black. You know?
The facts keep coming out. They keep coming.
He's not the man, he's a thief. And he takes on he takes your identity.
Yep.
And gives you a covering cast.
Exactly.
He gives you these newly created terminologies, these newly created ways of life, thoughts,
Yeah.
walks of life, black. We weren't called black. That's a newly created thing, man.
A newly created thing. Con.
You know?
Newly created thing.
Being called Puerto Rican. That's a newly created thing after he conquered the land.
Yeah.
He called it rich port. A rich port.
A rich port.
Because that's what Christopher Columbus did. He came over to the Americas, right? The New World, and saw that it was ripe for the taking.
Yeah.
He saw the people were docile. You know?
Yeah.
They ain't know nothing about war and deceit. You know?
He said they're right for the slaughter.
Exactly.
But that fulfills Malachi 1 and 4.
Because that was his blessing.
He was going to build in desolate places.
Go ahead,
Let me finish
Salaki,
this, and then I'll
Salaki.
get that Malachi. Yeah, it says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage
Jake.
that I gave thee.
Yasharala, we lost the remembrance of who we were.
Yeah.
And this is the only captivity that happened in.
Yep.
You know? Hey, you mentioned the Greeks, right? Well, when Alexander conquered the known world, we still knew who we were.
We kept our heritage and our identity. We
The
knew who our
Romans,
power
when
was.
the Romans took over, we knew who we were.
Yep.
When the Medo-Persians took over, we knew who we were.
Yep.
But Esau got wise, you know?
Yeah.
Because he understood the power that's in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the power that's in the name. He took the name from us.
Con.
He took who we were from us. He beat it out of us. Hey, show you that in Roots, right? Kunta Kinte, I always mention it. Why were they beating Kunta Kinte?
To get rid of it.
His heritage.
To get, exactly.
What's your name, boy? Wow. Toby, right? No, it's Kunta Kinte. Which we know that's bullshit because he wasn't African.
Con.
He had
Con.
a Hebrew Israelite name, you know?
Of course.
Yahawada, Bunyum, Lawyer, you know? Karataza, you know? Names like that, you know?
Yeah.
A Hebrew Israelite name.
Yeah.
Because what? They got us from the west coast of Africa, right? Going into falling away first, the diaspora.
Yep.
Right? The diaspora fled Jerusalem, which was what, the southern kingdom, because
Yeah.
the northern kingdom already left. They came over to the Americas, you know? But the southern kingdom was left in Jerusalem.
Con.
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, they were left in Jerusalem, right?
Yep.
And around 68, 69, 70 AD, the Romans besieged Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Who were the Romans? Edomites.
Esau,
white people,
Edom.
you know?
Con.
And he drove the Israelites out of their land.
Yep.
It's called a diaspora. They fled. They fled chiefly to the west coast of Africa. That's why you got places like Fort Judah. You can look it up on the map.
Yeah.
Fort Judah.
Yep.
Wasn't no small nose, big nose, small hat people in Fort Judah.
Exactly.
People of color. They fled to Spain. They fled to Russia. They got out of there because Romans was on some get down and lay down shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You either assimilate or you die.
My bad.
Hey. Let me jump to this one real quick.
Hey, that's why Esau liked to rewrite history. That's why he want to teach it to you. Because history is set in stone, and you can identify people.
Of course.
That's what the Bible is. It's really a historical account. It's a record of a people, of a nation.
The record of
the Bible deals with nations. It doesn't deal with races. It has 18 biblical nations.
Yes.
All the people on the earth go back to the Bible. They have a biblical nationality.
Facts.
My bad, go ahead.
Nah, it ain't your bad. It says,
hey, that's why to this day this devil still publishes it. The Bible is the heaviest book on the planet.
#1 seller.
It's the only book that has prophecies. Things that have happened in the past are currently happening and are shortly to come. And this devil knows it. That's why he looked for the ark. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's a carnal man. You know?
He gotta have
He
gotta touch it.
He wants proof. He's accomplished a diligent search.
Yep.
You know? He found the ark in Mount Ararat. You know? He found out there was gopher wood there. The outline of the ark was there. He went to the Gulf of Akbar because people think it was the Red Sea.
They think it was the Red Sea.
That's where Moses split the sea, right? It wasn't the Red Sea. It was the Gulf of Akbar, right? Or the Gulf of Suez. I think it's Akbar, right? But that's where they went and they found the chariots, the Egyptian chariots at the bottom of the ocean, of the sea.
Yeah, Apostle Gabar always goes into that.
So this Bible is set, and matter of fact, all these ancient civilizations have an account of the flood. The Sumerians, you know, all these ancient civilizations have an account of the flood because it happened.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you could look at a map and see that the flood happened, right? We always go into Pangea. All the continents were at one point connected. They fit like a puzzle.
Like a puzzle
They
piece.
fit
Perfectly.
together. So what broke? It's called Pangea. It was one big landmass. What broke up the land? The flood did.
The flood did.
And every ancient civilization has a record of it. You know, and where does it go back to the Bible?
It all comes back to the Bible,
my
man.
bad. Go ahead.
It all comes back. It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Go back to the top.
To the top, Salakia. Jeremiah 17:4, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Who you truly are. The knowledge of who you truly are. You're going to call yourself Arawaks. You're going to call yourself Incas, Mayans. But they didn't even call themselves that. Esau called them that.
He put those titles on them.
He called you African American.
Yep.
After lands that he fucking conquered and named.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
America was named after an Italian map maker, man. America Vespucci. Africa was named after another fucking Edomite. Leo Scipios Africanos, man.
Yep.
An Edomite. And now you African American. You two Edomite land names.
You're named after 2 continents. You're named after 2 continents.
Hey, my people we Benjamin, Bunyamyam, the West Indians. We from Antigua, right?
Exactly.
They didn't even call it that. They called it Wadadli. The Caribs and shit, they called it Wadadli.
Yep.
Matter of fact, the ones that have knowledge of that, every year they celebrate Wadadli Day. They don't celebrate, you know?
Yeah.
And that go back to when they got because the British conquered them. Going back to this devil taking over the known world.
Yeah.
The British conquered Antigua. That's why you got a lot of these islands. The British took over. Jamaica. Yeah, all of them. That's why they didn't want the fucking queen over there.
Yeah, they were.
You know,
shameful spewing was upon their glory.
Everywhere this devil is at, he stole it.
Yeah.
Whether he's in France, whether he's in Portugal, whether he's in Spain, whether he's in Russia, whether he's in America, he stole that land.
Yeah.
How the hell can you call yourself finding a new land when you had thriving civilizations there?
Thriving.
You had so-called indigenous people.
Yep,
thriving civilizations, man.
Yeah. At peace, minding their business.
Well, they weren't at peace. That's why
they were warm within.
That's why they was going to fuck off. That's why it was a curse. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Khan. It says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
The Lord said he'll cause you to do what?
I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
So during chattel slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, you mean those were our enemies that did that? That gathered us up, packed us like sardines in a can on cargo slave ships?
Yep.
Separated families, children from mothers and fathers? You know? And forced us into hardcore slavery? You mean our enemies did that?
It wouldn't be our friends.
The white man wasn't our friend. That wasn't a good thing he did. He civilized us, brother.
Yeah, we were swinging from trees before
that. He called us Indians. Indian meaning savage.
Yep.
He civilized us, brother. What do you mean?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He gave us feminism. He gave us feminism. He gave us an alternative lifestyle.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
We're civilized now. You can worship whatever God you want. You can do whatever you want. If it looks good, eat it.
Yep.
If it feels good, do it.
Yep. Yeah, he's
We
sure.
got the YOLO life, brother. What do you mean?
It don't get no better than this. This is supposed to be paradise. This is ridiculous.
You can do whatever you want to do. Just obey what he says.
Obey his laws of the land.
Obey his unrighteous decrees.
Khan.
Go ahead, Art.
It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever. Okay?
You can speak on it.
Yeah, I mean, the Lord is upset. The Lord says, you only have I known, okay, pertaining to Yasharallah.
Going back to Amos, of all the families of the earth.
Of course.
Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities.
Exactly.
I mentioned the northern kingdom. Gad, Issachar, you know, the Latin kingdom, the North American Indians. They were in America bugging the hell out, man. Worshiping the creature more than the creator.
Yep.
You had Gad worshiping the wind, worshiping owls. You know?
Yep.
You had the Mayans worshiping the sun, committing a human sacrifice.
Yep.
Go watch Apocalypto. They were going the fuck off, man.
Yeah, they were going stir.
They were in a heathenistic state of mind.
They lost it. Khan.
And the Lord sent the cruelest nation over here to punish us.
And that shows, man, the Lord can get you wherever you are. There's no way that you can hide from the Lord's judgment. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Oppressed. Hey, when you watch Wakanda, they call the white man the colonizer. Hey, here's my favorite colonizer. He's the oppressor.
Yep.
He's oppressing the earth.
Yep.
Hey, why Mexico can't trade freely? Why are there embargoes on Russia and these different nations? You know?
Yep.
Because Esau's oppressing them.
Oppressing them.
They got natural resources that grow there, crops. He's telling you, nah, you can't trade that. You know? You can't export bananas from the Caribbean. You can't export sugar cane. Nah. You know? If you sell it, you got to give me a tax on that.
Exactly. Who the fuck?
And that's why these devils left England. No taxation without representation. So he's a goddamn devil. That's why they left England. You know? Hey, man. That's why they left the monarch.
Yeah, God. If he's not the wicked, then who is, man? Who is causing this much chaos and turmoil in the world, man? In the world. Who is at war with agriculture? Okay?
He's
and having these train spills and
oppressing the earth.
The whole earth. Damn.
It's so bad you got whales beaching themselves.
Yeah.
The fish is trying to commit suicide trying to get away from this devil.
Trying to get out the water.
Hey, the water's so goddamn polluted. The fish can't breathe.
Yeah.
There's all type of microplastics in the water.
Yep.
He got a major corporation just dumping fucking poisonous chemicals. He's destroying the earth.
Yeah. That's exactly what this devil does.
He's making the earth a wilderness. Hey, deforestation. He's cutting out all the goddamn trees.
Yeah.
He's the base man. Hey, I learned in science you got something called we need the trees to breathe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I forgot. We breathe in oxygen. They let out what? A carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide, one of the two.
It's something like that, but we can't breathe without the trees. You know?
They filter the air basically, right?
Yeah.
This devil's steady polluting the air with his damn cars. You know? Putting out all these fumes. You know? And then he want to call cutting down the goddamn trees. That filters the air.
And not only that, then he wants to blame nature for the problem.
Yeah, now he's
cow
talking about
farts. It's too much cow farts, too much emissions. When you done created vehicles that spew out toxins.
You done made fucking slaughterhouses. You got areas of America where there's like 100,000 cattle all piled together, man.
Yep.
The cat when he came over here, the earth was a paradise. You know, the North American Indians were migrating. Mm-hmm. Remember, they lived in teepees. They were following the buffalo. They didn't corral the buffalo. They were chasing the buffalo wherever it went.
Yeah.
They were following the damn the seasons and shit.
Which goes back to the land Sabbath. When
Yep.
you migrate, you give the land time to rest.
But he's such a damn demon. He wants it all.
Yeah.
He wants to control everything. He wants to control all the resources. You know. He's a fucking virus. That was the curses. You have to go to your enemy and want of all things.
Come on. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
The northern and the southern kingdom were in captivity together."
Yeah.
Where?
In Babylon. It says, "All that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go."
It said, "Oppressed together in the land of the north." Ain't that one?
No, it ain't that one. Salakia.
Go ahead.
It says,
you read it over and you can speak on it.
Jeremiah 50 and 33, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go." All right? And to this day, the children of Israel are yet this day in their captivity, man. We are yet this day in our captivity, okay? Being ruled over by our oppressor, okay? A wicked nation.
Hey, that's one of the things Esau liked to say. Go back to your country. Go back to your own land. Okay? First and foremost, if I try to leave, I got to get permission.
Exactly.
I got to get your approval. And then you're going to ask me, when am I coming back? You know? Where am I going? How long I'm staying there?
Yeah.
I got to be in good standing, you know?
But bro, these and you Edomites are so dumb. Y'all will say go back to Africa. Africa is a continent, man. Okay? And within Africa there's 54 different, I believe it's about 54 different countries. You got Sudan, Libya, Egypt. We're in Africa. Y'all are idiots,
and
man. Americans are idiots.
That's not our land anyway.
Con.
Okay? That's not our land. It says Jerusalem is the mother of how does it go? I gotta get it. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I said, it says, Jeremiah 50 and 33, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together," meaning northern and southern kingdom. Okay? The Spanish-speaking tribes, okay, and you Jakes. It says, were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast and refused to let them go. And that's why in Revelation, what does it say? It says, "He that have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth in the captivity must go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the saints are patiently waiting for the people or the nation that had put them into captivity for the shoe to be put on the other foot. So it all makes sense. So while 2/3 of our nation are loving their enemy, that's in the complete opposite spirit that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai has his hopeful elect or his elect men in. Okay? We should be heralding the downfall of this place and our enemies. You got what you got?
This is Galatians 4 and 26, because you mentioned Africa. They like I said, Africa's not where we're from. Matter of fact, hold my Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Look up Ham. Look up Ham. It says Galatians 4 and 26. "But Jerusalem, right, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all." Woo. So that's where we're from. We're from Jerusalem, which in the Bible is known as the land of Canaan, all right, the land of Israel, or as you know it, the land of Palestine, all right? That was the promised land, right? And that's why there's no peace over there. Those 1948ers went over there and there's been no peace. I thought the Lord said when the children of Israel go back to the land, the nation shall not learn war anymore. Why is there a goddamn Iron Dome over it? You know?
Protecting them from fucking ICBMs.
Not rockets, period. Every day the Palestinians launch missiles over there, bro.
Yep.
And missiles get through. The Iron Dome don't shoot down all the missiles. You know?
That's fact.
The Gaza Strip, you know? There's no peace over there, man. Hey, like they say, peace in the Middle East. There is no peace.
It is no
There'll
peace.
never be peace in the Middle East till the true people go back to their land.
The true children of the Lord get returned back to that land.
And the bulk of the Israelites are in America, like you said.
Khan.
We were oppressed together in the land of the north.
The land of the north. This is
yeah, read Ham.
The Zondervan Compact Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, and this is the definition of Ham.
Which we know all the people of the earth come from Noah. After the flood, Noah had 3 sons: Ham, Shem, and Japheth. All right. Ham would be the progenitor of the dark races, which is going to tell you, right? Which would be the so-card Africans, the Sudanese, the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Cushites. Those are Hamitic nations, Hamites, right? You had Japheth. Japheth would have been like, you know them as the Pacific Islanders. Samoans, the Hawaiians, Pacific Islanders, okay? Prior to being in the Pacific Islands, Japheth was in the land of what you know as of Gog and Magog, Russia, okay? The Etruscans, those are Japhetic nations, all right? And they were a dark nation, okay? That's where the Greeks got all their customs from the Japhites, the Etruscans, all right? The way they dressed in togas and so on and so forth, that came from the Etruscans, all right? One of the sons of Noah, all right? And Shem had many nations came out of Shem, because those small hat, big nose people, those Amalekites, those gutter rats, the chief house of Edom, like to act like they have a monopoly on the word Shem. Anytime you speak out against them, you're being anti-Semitic. That word anti-Semitic goes back to Shem. It really should be anti-Shemitic. And Shem, didn't just one nation come out of Shem?
Multiple nations came out of Shem.
Elam came out of Shem. Ishmael came out of Shem, right? You know? Esau came out of Shem. Jacob came out of Shem. Okay? All right?
So there's multiple Shemitic
So going back to what I was saying earlier, every person on the face of the earth has a biblical nationality. Contrary to what Esau likes to tell you. Certain nations were extinct, done away with. That's a lie. Matter of fact, I'll get that. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah. This is the definition of Ham, and it reads, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became Khan.
Wherever
Khan. It says he became the progenitor of the dark races.
Progenitor means forefather, the first, right? And actually in the ancient world, all the nations were dark, except for one, Esau.
Esau, Edom. It says
Esau came out red and hairy, red like a hairy garment. All right. Ishashawan, wasted away as he lacked pigment, and that was a curse that was put upon him. Going back to his progenitor, which his spirit really came from Cain. The spirit that was on Esau was the spirit that was on Cain. Cain and Abel. That was a foreshadowing of Esau and Jacob. Cain and Abel represented the protagonist. I said Cain and Abel, so the antagonist and the protagonist. Cain was the wicked one.
Cain was the wicked one.
Abel was the righteous. Fast forward, Esau is the wicked one, per Malachi 1:4, like he was holding. And Jacob is the righteous.
Because the Lord says that these spirits come back every 4th and 5th generation. Okay?
Reincarnation is biblical.
It is biblical.
It's all throughout the scriptures. It didn't come from the goddamn Hindus, you know? They have a bastardization of the understanding. You don't come back as a fucking
butterfly,
a butterfly or beetle. You come back as whatever nation you were. In your lot.
In your lot.
You know? If you were a man, you're going to come back as a man.
Exactly.
You know? If you were an Israelite man, you're going to come back as an Israelite man. If you were an Edomite woman, you're going to come back as an Edomite woman.
Exactly.
All right?
And if you were a wicked Israelite man, you're going to come back as a wicked Israelite man. The brother said it. You stay in your lot. Meaning whatever, if you were wicked, you're going to continue to be wicked. If you were righteous, you're going to continue to be righteous. That's why the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. Okay? So it says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark nation, the dark races,
Again,
not the Negro.
Again, he became the progenitor, the father of the dark races.
Yep.
The Ethiopians.
Yep.
The Cushites.
Mm-hmm. Let me read it off. It's right here. It says he became the progenitor of the dark races. Okay, now here's a distinction.
Hold on.
Here's a distinction.
Go back to it. It says not the what?
It says he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro.
That's why when you go back to slavery, it was specific on those signs.
Yep.
It said Ebos. Ebos for sale.
Yeah.
Right? Ebos going back to Eber. Hebrews.
Yep.
Right? Hebrew came from Eber.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I said Negroes for sale. It didn't say Africans for sale.
God.
It didn't say Hamites for sale.
Yep.
It didn't say Ethiopians for sale. It said Negroes.
Specific.
It was a specific nation.
A specific nation. And also what that reminds me of is in Second Esdras, when Esdras said, Lord, you made the worlds for our sake. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have these heathens ruling over us? But he said, we all come from Adam, but then there was a certain group of people that he chose out of the group of Adam.
That's in Deuteronomy.
Exactly. To be a special people unto himself.
Got a quick one. Ecclesiastes 4:16. It says, there is no end of all the people.
So you mean to tell me the Edomites weren't extinct?
If you're telling me Esau was done away with, you got to give me a time, a date, and a place.
Receipts when he received.
Fact. Because history's set in stone, and they kept records.
Yep.
They always kept. That's one thing about Esau. He keeps records.
A diligent.
And it's coming back to his demise. He kept receipts, man. Hey, going back to Alexander, what did you have in Egypt? You had the Library of Alexandria.
Oh,
Because knowledge is power.
Yep.
He who controls history could, he can distort history.
And that's what Esau did throughout history, man. When he conquered these lands and these nations,
He studied it.
He
studied their warfare tactics. He studied everything about it.
Yep.
He studied how they governed themselves. Okay.
Yep.
Matter of fact, that's where going back to the Greeks and the Romans, because we're nothing more than the rebirth of the Roman Empire.
Yep.
The second leg of the Greco-Roman Empire.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Hey, the two-party system, the Democrats and the Republicans, that goes back to Rome.
Yep.
The plebeians and the patricians. But
Yep.
where did they get it from? They got it from Japhet. The Etruscans.
Yep.
The Senate, all that stuff went back to Japhet. Going back to Esau being a culture vulture.
Yes.
He's the basis of everything he got, he stole it, man.
Hey, nothing new under the sun, man. Nothing new.
So again, Ecclesiastes 4:16. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the people are not done away with.
Yeah.
Everybody goes back to a biblical, everyone on the earth has a biblical nationality.
Facts.
And the Bible has 19 nations.
18.
It's like 18, it's like
Yep.
18 nations.
Yep. That's
One
fact.
nation to rule them all. Like Lord of the Rings. That's
Yep.
what it said in Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, I'll get that. Go ahead.
It says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor.
Hey, that was the first death, the flood.
Yep.
Again, that's what broke up the continents.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I mentioned Pangea. All the continents were together at one point.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they fit like a puzzle.
Yep.
Something busted up the continents, right? And that was the flood. When you go to the account in Genesis, it tells you that it never rained on the earth prior to the flood.
Never.
That's why they mocked Noah. They laughed him to scorn.
Yep.
He was saying something they couldn't fathom. Hey, most Christians don't even know that. They don't even know the account of the flood.
They have no clue. They have no clue. They assumed life was exactly the same as it is now.
When you read Genesis, it tells you that the Lord, you might say, if it never rained, how did the trees and the plants get watered?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the morning dew is about.
Yep.
Every morning, the Lord made enough dew where the plants would get sustained. So when Noah told them a flood was coming, water was going to fall from the sky, it's like we're telling them now, the Lord is going to rain fire from the sky. They can't fathom it. I don't know how they can't fathom it when he's done it twice already.
Yeah.
He did it back in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
That time he opened the elements turned to fire. The elements turned to fire. He rained fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah and the 3 neighboring cities.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And there's a archaeological evidence of that.
Yeah.
In that area, right?
Nothing but salt.
You got the Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea.
Nothing grows there.
Yeah.
You know, because the Lord opened up the elements and rained fire down on them wicked ass cities, right?
Man.
And then on top of that, fast forward to modern day, it happened already.
Yep.
In Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yep.
And that's what's gonna happen again. The Lord is gonna them ICBMs, some intercontinental ballistic missiles, those nukes. That's the second death. The lake that burneth with fire. That's America being completely destroyed on fire.
Completely
By
destroyed.
thermonuclear destruction.
Yeah.
That's the second death. And that day is quickly approaching.
Yeah. You know, real quick. Well, you know what? Let me get this. I'm gonna get this definition out, and then I'll speak on that point that you were just saying. So it says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born about 96. Salakia. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
Going back to what I was saying, that was the first death.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord destroyed the whole world at the time. He saved 8 souls.
Yep.
Noah, his wife, his 3 sons and their wives.
Facts.
That's facts. Ain't no escaping that. That's set in stone. You can't deny that. You know? And everyone comes out of Noah.
It says,
we all came out of Adam, but a lot of them died out. All them nations died out. Well, matter of fact, there were more nations prior to Adam. A lot of people don't even know that.
Yep.
Adam was a nation, Adamites.
Adamites,
The Lord chose a particular man out of that nation, and put his spirit in him. But there were other nations, other trees in the garden.
Other trees
represent people.
Yeah,
Like they think that like the serpent was an actual serpent. That's why he got a leg to stand on. Remember the dude said? Yeah. It was an actual man.
It's like he's bugged out. Yeah,
And that's what Eve saw. That's what the man came to Eve with.
Yeah.
The apple. It represents philosophies.
A different doctrine.
Ways of life.
Yep.
That these heathens were doing.
Yep.
Okay.
He seduced her. It says,
and the Lord did what? He cast them out of Eden, which is the land of Canaan, paradise.
Paradise.
He casted them out.
Yep.
He brought them back later, in the time of Moses, when Moses didn't even make it.
Yep. Yeah.
Only Joshua and Caleb made it to the promised land.
Yep.
All right. And then he casted us out again.
Because we stay going off. But this time, once we get the promised land, we ain't gonna never go off again, because the Lord is gonna change our hearts, man. What do you say? That stony heart? You know what I'm saying?
Take away the stony heart.
Yeah.
Give us a fleshy heart.
Give us the fleshy heart.
Now you made me lose. I don't.
Salakia.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So it says,
damn, that was a good. Go ahead.
The youngest son of Noah, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
That's why, you remember, it was a big uproar when Kyrie Irving said he was a so-called Jew.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
He's being anti-Semitic. But hold on, you got the Philistia Jews. They're black as hell.
Yep.
Why can they be Jews? Those Ethiopian Jews.
Mm-hmm.
But when the African-American man, the so-called Negro, says he's a Jew, it's a problem. Why? Because that's our true nationality.
Yep.
And if we are the Israelites, who the hell is Esau Edom?
Woo. The enemy.
See, if we come back to our true nationality and our heritage, it's a lot of explaining got to be done.
All of history has to be re-explained.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And they don't want to face that.
That's why they don't answer questions. They got a million questions for a Hebrew Israelite.
Yep.
But as soon as you ask them questions, they can't answer anything.
They can't answer nothing.
That's what I'm gonna start to do. When somebody come up with questions, I'm gonna answer it. Then I'm gonna hit them back with a question. Because they don't know the Bible.
Hey, and that's exactly That is exactly what needs to be done, man. Because they don't know the Bible and they don't have the answer.
Hold on, that's fair. That's balance. You know? You just can't take, you know?
Yeah.
You got to give and take, you know?
Yeah.
So I answer your question. We apt to teach. We ready, you know?
Yeah.
That's why we study. A workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Yep.
We study history. We look at words. Because, hey, when you read the Bible, we know the Bible was translated from Hebrew, from Greek, from Latin. So in order to get the true understanding of the word, because English is a bastard language. In English, you got a word that may mean multiple things.
Yeah.
Many words like that. That's why it's the hardest language to learn. You know? That's not how Hebrew is. One word meant exactly what it meant.
Simplified.
Father, Abba, one word. You know?
Yep.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. Because the brother said some explaining is going to have to be done. This is, it reads, and he will destroy in this mountain.
What Kanye said, you ain't got the answer, Sway.
Yeah. Sway didn't have the answer.
Yeah, why we in the conditions that we in? Why we at the bottom? Why we so-called got a generational curse on us?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Why these heathens to this day got their foot in our necks? You know?
Ruling over us.
The only book that why we in the conditions that we in? Why we in the ghettos, the slums, the barrios, the traps, the hoods?
Yep.
Why is that? Why does every nation have a derogatory name for all of us?
Yep.
Niggers, spics, wetbacks. Why all these nations come over here and look down on us?
And look our wounds,
these damn Ukrainians, these Afghanistanis, you know, these Indians, they all come over here and they look down on Jake. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why do they have a disdain for the Lord's people?
Because, hey,
it goes back to the curses, Deuteronomy. The Lord said we were going to be a proverb and a byword.
Yep.
He put these curses upon us for a sign and a wonder, for us to consider while we in this plight. These curses, and these only fit one people, man. You know?
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing that these
our women don't have to shave their head bald to fit that curse. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Exactly. Oh man. This is Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast.
When you read the Bible, hills and mountains represent governments and nations. The highest mountain, the highest government is America. All right?
Yep.
So read that again. Isaiah
25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. And
how did Yahweh Bashim Yahushai do that? But through this word. Through this sign.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Yeah.
Judah and Israel have become, Ephraim, the envy between Ephraim and Judah is being departed, man. They're becoming one stick in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's hand. You know? Go ahead.
It says, Salakia, it says, Isaiah 25 and 7, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
These newly created identities, you know? Like Elder Malcolm likes to go into, white and black. That's a newly created construct.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
You know?
It says,
even when the Americas were first formed, and you look at their legislation, right? It doesn't say white or black. It says Negro.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
A Negro is 3/5 of a man. It doesn't say a black person. That was a newly created construct. I forget when exactly he said they called him. They wrote it in the law. You know?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, he did a lesson. He did a lesson. He always goes into it, but history is so vast. I can't remember everything.
Yeah.
Especially not in this fickle body. But go ahead, Ak.
It says.
Again, so the covering cast is that spell he put over you.
Yeah.
You're Haitian. You're Jamaican.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You're Puerto Rican. You're a rich port. You know? You're Mexican. You know? You're Russian. You know?
Yeah.
I'm French. You know? I'm English. Everybody has a biblical nationality, and he knows it. Everybody can be linked back to the Bible.
Every nation.
You know?
Every nation. It says, and the veil that is spread.
And why is it that we the only people that our identity changes every 20, 30 years, man?
Yeah.
We're the only nation that every 20, 30 years our identity changes, man.
Like you mentioned, black, colored, Negro.
Hey, some of these heathens, they know their true nationality. Elam, for example, they know they go back to Persia. The Persians.
The Persians.
You talk to an Elamite, they understand that, or even an Ishmaelite.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Them
Ishmael.
Arabs.
Arabs.
You go to one of them corner stores, you call him Ishmael, he knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He understands he descends from Ishmael.
You know exactly.
But we're the only nation that our identity keep changing. Why is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called witchcraft, sorcery, sleight of hand. You know?
And
our people proudly take on them identities, man.
Yep.
You know?
And
they fight it, they hate each other over it. Like you may call an Ephraimite a so-called Puerto Rican Mexican, Issachar, or Manasseh. They hate one another when they brothers.
They ready to fight each other.
But that's how Esau got down, through divide and conquer.
Yep.
Even amongst Jake. When I say Jake, right now I'm talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. He played that color cast.
Oh yeah.
He pit the dark slave against the light slave.
Yep.
Notice he skedaddled up out of here quickly.
Yeah, I thought I see that little grin on his face.
He was cut through his soul. I said that, I be saying, I throw shots, man.
Shots fired.
This word is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of men.
Yeah.
He marked himself, man.
I
know he's a Northern Kingdom.
Yeah,
he
like
knows
Issachar.
He knows it.
Yep.
He know what I'm saying is true. It's facts.
Yeah. This
Go ahead,
is over here heavy, man.
I told you, this Issachar land.
It says,
this little Mexico.
Isaiah 25:7, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations, man. And that's what we witnessing, man. The Lord lifting up that veil.
What's a veil? A veil is like when a woman gets married, she has a veil over her, so you can't see her.
You can't see her.
You know?
Yeah.
That Esau put a veil over Jake, man.
And ultimately, that veil is that wine. We're drunken off of that wine, man.
That's why he said he during slavery he shipped your kids up to fucking boarding schools to indoctrinate them. You know?
Yep.
Don't call yourself Blackfoot. You know? little Bear. You know? Call yourself Sammy. You know?
Oh man.
Hey, speaking of Sammy, look at Sammy Sosa, man.
Oh
Such a beautiful Jake. Dominican. Simeon. I believe it's Dominican, right? Or is it Manasseh? I think he's
from Cuba. Is it Cuban?
He's either Manasseh or Simeon. Dominican or like I said, Cuban. But he was a beautiful Jake, man.
Yeah.
And salt of the earth. You know?
Yeah.
Badass baseball player. Look at him now. He look like Michael Jackson Jr.
Man, that man look
worse. Like LaToya Jackson, bro.
Yeah, that's what he looked like, LaToya Jackson. But hey, man, but it's a beautiful thing, man, because the spirit, the vibration of the earth is changing.
Hey, that's how Esau like to get you. How do you prove that you're the people? Nigga, how do you prove that you're the people? How do you prove you're the people? Hey, our spirit bear witness that we are the children of the Most High.
Yes.
The prophecies, man.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly.
It proves that we the righteous and you the goddamn wicked. And a recompense is coming. And that's his worst nightmare. That if God is black, if God is righteous, it's some explaining to do.
There's definitely some explaining to do.
Because your hand is fucking covered with blood. From the inception of America, it's been nothing but rape, robbing, pillaging, violence.
Yep.
You stole this land. And you walk it proudly every day.
Every day.
With no fear in your heart, no remorse. You know?
I was gonna make a quick point.
Go ahead, Doc.
Because you said, who are we? And my thing is this, man. They're like the brother brought out earlier. They're quick to say that those small head, big nose people are the Lord's chosen people.
Nobody denies that.
But
nobody bucks up against it.
Yeah, but
besides the heathens.
Yeah, of course.
Besides the heathens who know they're Confederate.
But
Psalms 83, the heathens know, so they buck up.
Yeah,
that's why they fighting them damn gutter rats right now in the land of Palestine.
In Palestine,
because they know they're not the people.
Yeah.
Going back to what's that? Omar Gabal Nassar.
Yeah. The president.
He said the Jews left black and they came back white.
Came back white. Yep. But my thing is this: you don't even want to get into the conversation of who all the other nations are, because if they're the quote unquote Jews, you never talk about any of the other nations, putting biblical titles on any of the other nations either. Like you said, Ishmael, who Ishmael is. Everybody knows who somebody is, but they don't want to have that conversation. Because if it's 18 biblical nations, You got to put these 18 nations on some people. You see what I'm saying? They won't have the conversation. Well, this nation goes back to Moab. This nation goes back to who? Only this truth. Only the men of the Lord are telling you what, who each nation today goes back to, man. Giving you their biblical identity. Okay? Only through this truth. What was I gonna get? I was gonna get what was I gonna get? This is, I had it pulled earlier. Let me just bring it out real quick. This is Malachi, okay, from the top. And it reads, because at the end of the day, we don't have to be told who we are, okay? The proof is in the pudding. Prophecy tells us who we are, okay? Just like color doesn't...
The curses, they're upon us for a sign and a wonder.
Exactly.
That's why he put us in this predicament.
And just like with Esau, Edom, color has nothing to do with anything. If you just look directly at the prophecies of what would happen or what would Esau, Edom be doing in the latter time,
he would be ruling.
Exactly. Only
Esau
one nation fits
figures
it.
prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgment.
Exactly.
How the fuck can he be done away with when he's a key character in the story?
Exactly.
If you want to read the Bible like a storybook, you got two main characters.
Two main
Esau
characters.
and Jacob.
Exactly. So prophecy, man. Prophecy lets us know who's who. All right? So take the color out of everything. Because we already told you there's going to be chocolate-covered Edomites. There's going to be Israelites looking like all the other nations. Okay? So
I got a quick one.
You got
this
it?
This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
This is Yasharallah. And the proof is in the pudding. We have no standing military, no flag, nothing of our own. This is why Esau, Edom, or all these nations can put their foot on our throat. You think that Esau, Edom would go on live TV and put his knee on the neck of a Moabite or a Chinese person on camera and kill him? He knows that there would be repercussions. China would buck up.
Do you think he would put a unrighteous decree about building a wall to keep them Moabites, them gooks out?
Of course not.
You think he would dare say that?
He know better.
He tried it. He tried it with the I don't even want to say it. With that you know what? That just I can't even say anything.
Yeah,
they striking videos left and right.
Yeah, they strike everything.
It came from you know where.
Yep.
It came from you know where.
Yep.
You know?
And what they do?
It came from China.
Yep.
It was backlash.
It started in a lab in China.
Came from Wuhan. You know? It was uproars, man.
Uproars like crazy.
You had in New York. You had that that goop that fucking killed. I forget what he did. I think he shot the dude in the projects. He shot the dude in the staircase, man.
Yeah, and they was talking
they
about.
They found him guilty, and then I think, he was on trial or something.
He was gonna go on trial.
You speak.
No, Salakia. No, you brought it up.
Speak on it, brother.
Nah, that shit pissed me off. But you're absolutely right. He was gonna go on. He was gonna go on trial, and what happened? You know, things were playing out in the news. You know, saying what could possibly happen. And China said, "Nah, hell nah, that ain't happening." And what came about it? This man he got off. Okay, because he's backed by a whole nation, man.
And they have an army.
A whole army.
A military, you know?
Yeah.
And they have commerce. They export and import, you know? They're a key figure in the world economics. You see? You see?
Americans are consumers, man. All right? China.
They got resources. They got a now they got a leg to stand on in this fight. Oh, you want okay, we're gonna stop sending this over there.
Yeah.
We're gonna like Russia. Oh, okay, we're gonna close this pipeline down.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
You know, they can fight. They can have economic warfare between one another.
Exactly.
But the curses said that we were gonna go to the enemies and want of all things.
All things, man. You got it. We are a people robbed and spoiled, and it's evident, man. We on the bottom, reaching our hand out for crumbs, man. Our people are scratching for crumbs. Damn.
Oh man, All right, this Isaiah. So many scriptures coming to my mind, brother. You know me.
Con.
I can't. It is what it is. I just follow. Anyway. Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. And when you look at the word spoiled, right? What happens if you have a banana and you just leave it on the counter for fucking 2-3 weeks?
Eventually it dies.
No, what's the? Come on, I'm trying to throw you an alley hoop here, bro. What happens to the banana?
Becomes rotten.
It becomes what?
Rotten.
No. What does it become?
If you leave a banana on the
What
shelf.
happens to fruit when you leave it out there for too long?
Becomes spoiled. Rotten.
But the word I'm trying to get
for spoiled.
I'm getting
okay.
spoiled.
Yeah, come.
The fruit becomes spoiled.
Yes.
Rotten, destroyed.
Oh,
decayed.
yeah. I'm with you.
You see what I'm saying?
Salakia,
and
yeah.
that's what happened to Jake. Because we lost our heritage, our nationality, our power. Hold me Psalms 83. You're not even holding them. Come on, you got to be able to keep, keep stick and move, brother. Don't just fucking stand there.
Con.
I'm throwing shots, bro. You just standing there, just mesmerized. I'm floating like a butterfly, trying to sting like a bee. But anyway,
I got it. I got Psalms 83. But that's a beautiful point.
I ain't say bring it up. No, I'm just saying. It should be,
Yeah. Con.
I don't like dead air, brother. You should be having one in the chamber.
Con.
I hit a nigga with a jab. You should come back with a hook, an uppercut.
Con.
A flurry.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, straight to the point.
A combo.
Con. There fucking in La La Land. We working. I got my work pants on. So
no, but that point that you made, that point that you made is beautiful.
Shame on you niggas that took your hand from the plow. The ones of you that are lukewarm, scared to come out here and confess the Lord. Declare the whole gospel, as Paul said, I have not shunned to declare the whole gospel unto you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, we supposed to be heralding in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Yep. Yeah, con. And warning the people.
A herald, when you go back to the word, look up herald out. In the ancient world, before the king came, he sent out his men. And they had banners and trumpets and shit,
Yeah.
And they let all them other kingdoms know the king is coming,
Yep.
He sent out a plethora of men out there to let you know the king is coming.
Heralding.
And we telling you the king is coming, the king of the universe. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And he's a so-called black man, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. And he's an angry black man, and he's angry with the world.
Con.
And he's angry with what these heathens did to his people, the apple of his eye. You tribes, you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, North Americans, Seminole Indians.
Con.
A recompense is coming, and we heralding in the Lord. Come on with it.
Salakia.
What I told you to get?
Heralding, the definition.
Yeah, you be doing that quick text-to-speak shit, man, that lazy bullshit. I got it. See how quick, the new technology always ain't better, bro. You got it, the old ways is sometimes the best ways, man. I hate that text-to-speak. You talking to the shit don't even spell the word right,
Yeah,
Come on, bro. I don't like text-to-speak, man. That shit make you lazy. That's why these people so dumbed down. They can't fucking write. They can't spell. They got spell check. Esau did all that to dumb the people down, man. That's why he legalized marijuana, to dumb the people down and get them lazy.
Con.
So this is Herald. Look how fast I got it. Look how
you got it quick. Yeah.
Because I did it the old way. This is Herald.
You got it quick.
An official messenger bringing news. Ain't that what we bringing?
The good news.
The gospel.
Exactly. Yeah, con.
You see?
Con.
A person or thing viewed as a sign that something is about to happen.
Woo.
Hey, what's about to happen? It's about to be a change in the worlds.
A changing of worlds, man.
Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is about to turn everything right side up.
Yep.
He's about to restore Yasharallah.
Con.
But hey, guess what? Two kings can't sit on the same throne.
Yep.
I see you now you looking for, that's what you're supposed to be doing. I'm saying things, I'm trying to jog, get the gears rolling. So going back to Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. Hey, we always go into the word system. A system is what?
A trap.
A system is a trap.
It's a trap.
Our people are trapped in this system.
Yeah.
In this economic system, It's an economic trap. You're never gonna get ahead. It wasn't made for you to get ahead. The rich get rich and the poor get poor. It was designed that way. You know?
Yeah.
That's why you start a business, you gotta get a license. You gotta pay taxes. You know? Who you paying it to?
Esau, Edom.
You paying it to the wicked elite.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you wanna, hey, that's what Kanye said, right? Hey, remember Sway was like, why you just don't open up a factory yourself, right? Showing you Sway was on a low fucking level. Sway ain't know nothing. That's why you ain't got the answers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kanye
done got to the creme de la creme, the upper echelon. And guess what he found out? You still a nigger.
Yep.
You know?
You still a nigger.
I thought you was fucking Walt Disney. You know? No, you still a nigger. That's what he was trying to tell Sway. He said, where the hell am I get the material from? Where am I get the fabric? You know, who gonna do the distribution?
You just brought it out. You got to go to your enemy for the one of all things.
I didn't. That's.
And what? But what did the scripture say?
Like these Jake, like they start record companies. They act like they balling. You ain't doing shit.
Yeah, cause you don't own shit.
Nope. Like Birdman.
Yeah.
They all find out the hard way.
They all find out.
Esau just give you crumbs, man.
He allows you to get to a certain level.
But that's why he said I'm stunting like my daddy.
Yeah.
Because he trying to be like his daddy.
His daddy Esau.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Hey, but back to Kanye. Kanye say, Sway, you don't have the answer.
Because Sway, my bad.
No, real quick. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
He believed in that American dream.
Exactly.
He believed that lie, that we're all equal. We all can get ahead. We all got a fair shake. And the higher he climbed up in that ladder, he found out he was a monkey.
Yep.
And what happens? The higher the monkey climbs, what do I always say? The more he shows his ass. The higher the monkey climbs, the more he shows his ass.
Yep.
That's why he's showing out.
Showing the hell out.
Because he can't get to the pinnacle.
Yeah. They dangling it right in front of his face.
He was a gatekeeper. But he you know, you got gatekeepers, you know, you weren't no goddamn gatekeeper.
He got a rude fucking awakening.
Exactly.
Oh,
he was like
man.
And he started naming names.
Naming names. God. He got to the point, he was like, fuck it. Hey, man, but hey, like you said,
who was he naming? He was naming the elites, the 1%. He said they own the prison industrial complex. They own your politicians. They own lobbyists. You know, they own all the corporations.
Yep.
And they hide themselves, like I always say, conglomerations. Conglomerate. Look up the word conglomerate. They merge these companies and they hide themselves. And you want to know who's in control? Follow the money. Hey, it goes back to the 13 ruling families. The Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Vanderbilts, the Oppenheimers, the hidden ones, the so-called Illuminati. They control everything. Tell me when the last time you seen a Rothschild. You know? When the hell the last time you seen all these different, the Smiths, the Gomez's.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Give me another name. The Princes, the
like
Johnsons.
Like you said.
When the hell the last time you seen an Oppenheimer? Mary Oppenheimer. You don't even see that on social media. You don't even see it on Facebook, Instagram.
You don't even see the Bushes. You don't even see people that was like.
I know the Bushes. My mother worked with the daughter. She worked in a behavioral center, and the bitch. But they had a clause on her where she couldn't speak about it.
Dang.
She went to she was working at this behavioral center, and I guess she was strung out on drugs and shit. One of the Bush daughters, bro. And they made everybody sign a non-disclosure agreement, bro. They couldn't speak on it. You know?
Yeah.
She was in there like a regular Joe Schmo, but they got the records. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They amongst you, but you would never know.
Damn.
You know? And a lot of times they change their names. They change their last names. They hide themselves. You know?
Yeah.
Because if you really knew who it was, just like over there in Europe, they put your ass to death.
They'll put you to, exactly.
So that's why they like to dress, you know?
Normal.
Yeah.
Or less than normal, just blend in. But
they don't want you to know, oh, I own the Federal Reserve. They want you to know that. Oh, I own the banking system.
Yep.
Fuck Wells Fargo, fuck Bank of America. I own all that shit. You know?
Yeah.
My family, and it's generational. You know, it go back to my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Well, they know they're going to get hunted down. They know that everybody will be outside their address with pitchforks like in the old days.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be sedition in the streets.
Come.
That's what happens in them lesser kingdoms. these third world nations,
countries.
they assassinate politicians left and right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, whatever you.
This is a conglomerate. The definition of conglomerate off of Google. It
make
says,
sure it's pertinent, brother. Don't just read it. Proofread it.
Salakia.
You know, you be doing it. Make sure you proofread it, man. Make sure it's pertinent and it's a good definition. Or else use another one. Merriam, there's a bunch of different, you know. Salakia, the spirit on me today. Salakia.
No, you got it.
So
you
go
got
back
it.
to Isaiah 42 and 22. See, I had to check it because you would have kept reading.
Yeah, because I'm looking at a few of them and they ain't.
It says, but this is a people, Yasharallah, robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. So again, the holes are these systems, these traps. You know?
Yep.
System means traps, a hole. Hey, the school system, that's a trap.
Yeah.
And a lot of our people buy into that bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna study, especially these like these people from other countries.
Other countries.
Benjamin, the West Indians, Haiti, Levi, Issachar. They come over here and they think, okay, if I study, I get a degree, I get a good job.
Yep.
It's a snare, it's a trap.
Yeah.
You gotta take out a fucking student loan.
A massive student loan.
And that debt never goes away.
Con. Yeah.
You're digging yourself into a fucking hole.
From day one.
The further you go into school, the more of a hole you digging.
Yeah.
And the interest rate on them damn loans are through the roof.
And you can't file
It's
bankruptcy.
damn near, I remember I think I told you before. I had student loans, and I was just paying the minimum, and I was paying the minimum for like 5 years. I'm like, what the? Every time I look at it, the shit is going up. I'm like, what the fuck? I know I done paid this shit off.
Yeah.
So then I read the fine print. That's where Esau gets you.
Yeah.
The fine print. The interest rate on it was fucking double.
Wow, bro.
The interest rate was fucking double.
And then
So you paying the minimum, you're not getting a penalty for paying the minimum, but if you do the math, you never gonna pay it off.
You're never gonna pay it off.
That's why Obama said when he became a president, I finally paid it off.
Damn.
It's a trap. Again, you trusting in this money, this monetary system. It's a trap. The school system, it's a trap. Oh, the wedding, the wedding system.
Oh yeah, we know.
Weddings, marriage, the marriage system. That's a trap.
A trap and a snare. Yep.
The men waking up to that now.
Yeah.
You got MGTOW, men going their own way.
That red
They
pill
getting hip to the game. They getting hip to the traps.
Yep.
Certain traps.
Yep. Con.
This whole thing is designed as a trap.
To hem you the fuck up.
Oh, even buying a house. I was watching this dude talking about money, right? We talked about it before. A lot of people, especially Edomites and these heathens, they invest in a house. They put all their money, their time, and their energy into a house, thinking they're gonna recoup.
Yeah.
But it's a trap. That's not how entrepreneurs think, bro. That's not making you money. It's a pit.
Yeah.
It's a trap. You gambling. You just hoping that, the property value is gonna go up.
You hope that you strike.
Entrepreneurs invest in things that are gonna make them money. The dude gave an example. He said, if I buy a car and I just drive it every day, that's not making me money. But if I buy a car and I lease it to like an Uber driver, now that's making me money. If those houses, if you rent them out, now you're making money.
Now it's making you
but
money.
Just to sit on it like a nest egg, it's a trap.
Yeah. It ain't.
And then it's a big trap, but you sitting there for 30 years, bro.
Yep. You right.
How was it? He said that. I ain't that smart when it comes to money, bro.
No, if you want to make money, the best thing to do, like you said, is get a house.
That's how Trump he invested in real estate, and he what he did, he leased the properties out. That's what he'll lease you the property. You'll never own it. He'll lease it to you. He'll lease you that land.
Well, they'll get these LLCs and get these these alternative routes into putting things underneath their business, and even if shit collapse, it doesn't affect their assets.
They write it off.
Yeah.
They write it off.
It don't affect them personally. You get what I'm saying?
That's why Trump said if you're smart, you don't pay taxes.
You don't, exactly.
Because taxes is a trap. Remember the elders went into that about income tax. Income tax was a war tax. But most of these Babylonians are dumb as fuck. They don't even know how money works. They don't even know what true money is.
Yep.
They don't realize they're using debt-bearing notes. They don't realize money is really tangible things.
Yep.
Silver, gold, land, cattle, livestock, produce, tangible things. You using debt-bearing notes.
Yeah.
Fiscal money, fiat money, ones and zeros, money that's not backed by anything.
It's not worth nothing.
It's a legal tender.
Yeah.
Meaning, because I okayed it for you to use this as money.
Because we put value on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's the same as we picked up a piece of wood. You know what I'm saying? You just put value on it. You're absolutely right, though. This is a conglomerate. This is the closest definition I get out of the three. It says relating to a conglomerate, especially a large corporation.
See, America's a large corporation.
Yep.
It's a large corporation for the wicked elites.
And then the similar words are combined, cluster,
That's why you
gather.
had the great merge. All these companies were merging. You had Taco Bell and Pizza Hut merging.
Yep.
Why? They were consolidating.
Yep.
It's really owned by the same fucking person.
Yep.
The same family. The same few 1% family. They own all the Walmarts. They own all like Publix and Kroger's and shit.
Yeah.
Aldi's. They own. It's one family own all that shit. We know that because our job.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
When Bright House and Time Warner was merging.
Yep.
You know, and they wanted to merge with Comcast. It's the same fucking family.
Same fucking family, same thing. Spectrum, Comcast.
But on the law, he's such a devil. He's crafty. His words are smoother than butter, but war's in his heart. He say, "Oh no, you could do it. You could start doing the same thing." Mm-hmm. But nah, if you do it, nah, that's a monopoly. You can't have a monopoly.
Exactly.
But he got nothing but monopolies.
Hey, and what does this devil do? This devil comes in and gives you chunk change. He'll give you 100 million, 200 million for your company to the point where you're like, this is too much money for me to resist. And then he buys your company.
Because you got a small, you think it's small.
You think it's small.
You ain't thinking on the grand scheme of things like him.
Exactly.
You ain't thinking about your great-great-grandchildren.
Yep.
You thinking about the now and, you know, the right now and, you know?
Yeah.
You in a bad case. You trying to get out the barrios. You trying to get out the hood, the slums.
Yep.
You trying to feed your immediate family, bro.
Hey, and this is how Esau eat them.
Your rent fucking 2 months, you 2 months behind in rent. Trusting in this system.
Exactly.
Eating ramen noodles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Eating ramen noodles and shit, trying to, you know, call yourself sacrificing to get to the bag.
To get to the bag.
When time is money. You know?
Hey, but this is why the Lord say, this is not our rest.
That's what the dude said also. The wealthy understand that real money is time.
Yeah.
You can't get time back.
Yes.
That's the only thing you can't get back. And what do these jobs do? They take your time from you.
Yep.
They have you slaving, and they usually have you working where it's hard for you to maneuver outside of that job.
Yeah. That's the whole point of staying on that hamster wheel.
By design.
By design. If I'm working you 40, 60 hours a week, you ain't gonna have you're gonna have limited time to pursue anything else.
Like a lot of people think a good job is Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. That's the chief time when people doing business, trading.
Yeah.
You can't do shit. Now you want to go look for another job. You got to take time off.
Yeah. You gotta take time off throughout the week.
Because time is money. You want to make money, it takes time.
And try to do anything on the weekend. Every major corporation is, if not closed, it closes early.
It's by design.
By design. It's absolutely.
It's one big trap. Like they call it the American dream. It's one big nightmare. But most of these people are asleep. They comatose. They in a sunken place. Mm-hmm. Once they wake up, they're gonna realize it's an American nightmare.
This is
we blowing the trumpet.
Sounding the alarm.
Going back. Yeah, we sounding the alarm. We screaming at you, right? And Jake just hitting the snooze button, ignoring us like we ain't here.
Yep.
That's why we're not gonna feel sorry for you when you destroy.
We're not gonna feel sorry. This is a quick one. This is Micah.
Hey, the scriptures say the prudent seeth the evil days coming and hide himself.
Yep.
But the simple pass on and are slayed. You know?
Yep.
You got it out.
And that's what they're doing, man. They see the same signs that we see. They hear the same things that we hear. But in their mentality is America's still going to be made great again.
No, they don't see. Which I had that scripture also. Because Yahushua said it in Matthew. Blessed are your eyes, for you see.
Yeah,
your ears, for you hear. Said many great men and kings have wished to see the things and hear the things that you see and you hear. Yeah. That's why I had all that also. I was following the spirit. But the Wadi Yahushua for giving us the ice off, man.
Yeah,
You know, and keeping his spirit on us. I don't want to rot this out. We keep enduring to the end.
See, spiritually, we see things, this place, America, Babylon the Great, degrading. Okay?
It's on its demise. It's on its last leg.
Exactly.
This place is CTD, circling the drain.
Even when the lockdowns came.
Even these heathens see it. That's why they dumping the dollar.
Yeah.
But Jake don't watch the news. Jake don't follow politics. Jake ain't following economics. You know?
Jake think America gonna be made great again.
Jake is looking for a little bit of rest.
Yep.
Jake been slaving all week on the job, on the plantation, you know, like we call it. Jake been slaving all day, getting his ball broken, his balls busted, his back broken.
Yep.
You know, all he looking for is a little escape. That's why they be working for the weekend.
Them 2 days off. I got 2 days to recuperate.
Hump week. Oh, it's hump week. It's Wednesday. It's hump week.
Yeah.
No, we halfway through it. Halfway through what? So we can get a little bit of rest.
The Monday blues. What is it? Wednesday hump day. You know?
It's like Friday, baby. Yay, it's Friday. 2 days off.
This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
See, a lot of Jake, especially the ones that's not from America, chiefly the Latin Kingdom and the West Indians, right?
Yeah.
They think they done made it because they coming from third world countries, man. They coming from harder times than the Babylonians.
Yep.
These Babylonians are at rest, you know? I remember when I was growing up, we didn't even have running water, bro. I told you, we had, see how you look at me?
Yeah.
Look how you look at me baffled.
No.
I was 7, 8 years old having to go to a walk like a mile to the pipe with buckets in my hand to go get water, brother.
Con.
My grandmother, my father, they didn't have an indoor fucking toilet. We had an outhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was big news when we had a washing machine. Now technology is advanced and shit is cheaper. These countries are doing a lot better, you know. But air conditioning, all that shit was like a luxury. Cable TV. I remember in Antigua we had one channel, bro. ABC, one channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And once it was like 8, 9, 10 o'clock, the news will come on and that'll be it. They might show one movie on Friday night or something, like on the weekends.
You might get lucky.
Yeah.
Get a little movie.
Yeah, so they come over here. They think this the land, you know, where dreams are made, you know, and they buy into that pipe dream. If I just work hard, you know,
Yep.
you know, I keep all the laws, I can make it here. When they don't realize it's a trap.
It is a trap. Because what? What is a trap? What does a trap need? Okay? Ultimately, a trap needs bait. Okay? And this false image of America, Babylon the Great, around the world, okay, is a trap.
Hey,
they think America is paved with golden streets.
Everything that shines isn't gold.
Yeah. You know?
The glitz and the glamour. And what it is how Esau has this trap design. It's like, that's the spirit of America, capitalism. You know? You know, keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Shitting on the next man.
Yeah.
You both ain't got shit, man.
Crabs in a bucket.
Yep.
Do everything you can to pull the next man down to get to the top. Because it's survival of the fittest.
So they can stunt like they daddy.
Man.
And God forbid you come together. God forbid that you wake up out of the nightmare and come together. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna drop bombs on you like Black Wall Street.
Yep.
You say, you know what? Fuck that. We gonna build our own. Like you said, we don't have anything. We gonna go to school, become doctors, lawyers. We gonna build our own communities. You know? We gonna trade commerce between ourselves. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna infiltrate your organization.
First, the propaganda.
No, they gonna infiltrate you first.
Yep.
They want to know. They want to know the ins and outs. He's a carnal man. He got to get eyes and ears on it. You know, you're gonna have agent provocateurs infiltrate you, see if they can overthrow it from the inside. You know, and if that doesn't work, then he resorts back to his blessing, the sword.
The sword. Yeah.
Shalak Rayam on that damn demon.
You're absolutely right, bro. That's how this devil rolls. This is Judges chapter 5 and 11.
I'm talking about that Evite. Thought she was slick. Like I don't see you fucking taking pictures and shit.
Oh man, you know how.
I could care less.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is
them black Hebrew Israelites out here at the lake, man.
They everywhere. Everywhere we try to go find
Girl,
peace.
they right here too. You know?
Yep.
That you hear them? That's them. That's them in the background. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
I can't remember exactly why I
came
pulled
over here
this
to get my
one.
back blown out on Sunday.
In the shade. Get a quickie.
That's my old spot I used to go to, you know.
Dang, I can't. What prompted me to get this
right to the shade, like you said.
Oh, that's what you got to get in the shade. Huh? It says,
My bad. Salakia.
I forgot I don't know why I pulled
Satan.
this. Salakia. But this is Judges 5:11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the place of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his village of Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates, man. And like I said, I can't remember exactly why I pulled it. There was a point, but I kind of got thrown off because the brother was talking about a snare and you know, talking about how he had to gather water and things of that nature. And that's just another sign of us being in captivity, another sign of us being on the bottom. Okay, another sign of prophecy unfolding. You know, in the islands. You know, I kind of smirked when the brother said that, because I wasn't brought up in the islands, but you know, my mother was, and a lot of my
wasn't either.
You know,
I'd go back. I used to live down there for a little bit.
You go visit.
I'm an American citizen.
Yeah,
you know? I was born in Michigan.
Yeah,
you know?
and
Lansing, Michigan. I'm you know.
Yeah,
I'm Benjamin because my father's Benjamin.
Yeah,
and I would go down there.
Yeah,
you know? My mother's Judite. You know?
And like the brother said, man, it just brought back memories.
But everything happened for a reason. I did that so I could come out here and prophesy.
Yeah.
I went through that so I could because a lot of Jake, they don't know life outside of America. Mm-hmm. I'm well traveled, man. I've been to England, I've been all over, man. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of like the men in the military and shit. So my eyes I have a different, you know, view on things.
Yeah, but hey, these are
like you. Certain things you view. You know, I don't, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not a Floridian, you know. I can relate, cause you know, but you know, you've been, you know.
Yeah, but hey,
Judah, you know.
Yeah.
You know exactly what, you know.
Hey, but I can relate to what the brother was saying, cause like he said, you know, we weren't born over there, but we got family and we go back. And it just brings back memories, man. Outhouses, outside showers.
Ask your Eve. Ask your Eve. She know.
No, yeah, exactly.
She know exactly. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Washing clothes by hand and hanging it up.
Yeah.
But matter of fact, when I came to America, you go to the hood, you go to some of these. Well, not up north because they got laundromats. But you go to some of these hoods down south, and you see they got laundry lines, man.
Oh, bro, I grew up with a clothesline in the back.
So that's because you in the south.
Yeah, come. Hey, you had the clothesline in the back. Yep. And then if you would have a washer, but 9 out of 10 people, if they had a washer, didn't have dryers.
That's how we. The first step was we had a washer.
Yep.
And we would have to hang it up on the clothesline.
Yep.
Then we got a little bit of bread, you know. Oh man, talking about how the dogs lick your wounds, right? Mm-hmm. In the islands, right? You got these they call them they call them Miga men, or they're like Elam. They're from damn, I forget where they from. Damn, but they're basically heathens. They're like Elam. Mm-hmm. Damn, like Pakistani type. They're not from Pakistan, but that type of, you know.
You talk the
Syrians. They're called Syrians.
Oh, okay.
They're Syrians.
I thought you were talking about coolies.
Well, yeah, coolie, but yeah, we call them coolie too. Mm-hmm. Like a Sean Paul type. They're Syrians. Like that's who's in the islands a lot. You got a lot of Moab. Mm-hmm. They got a lot of Chinese down there. You know,
taking over.
They got Chinese restaurants and shit. You know, they own a lot of the dollar stores and shit. Because of course, when I think about it now, they're getting the cheap fucking product from China, straight from China.
Of course.
You know, but you got a lot of Syrians, right? And the Syrians would go door to door. They were like gypsies. They go door to door and sell you shit. You know, that's what who bought that. A lot of times when I was growing up, you were lucky if you had a car or something, you know?
Yeah.
To go into town and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So they would come door to door to these towns on the weekends and shit and sell you shit. And anyway, going back to what I was saying,
licking our wounds, yeah.
So yeah, exactly. Come and take advantage and rape us.
Yeah. Nobody had cars.
You don't know no better. You can't even go to town and compare prices.
Yeah.
They could just sell you, you know?
Yeah.
Take advantage of you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we went from washing machines and hanging it out to this. We thought we was doing it when. Well, I knew better because I'm from America.
Yeah.
I'm just coming out there in the summertime.
Yeah,
you know, summer vacation. I'm going down there, shit, staying for a couple months.
Yep.
I actually went to school down there for a couple years, so, you know, I got to, you know, then I really got a grasp of what the fuck was going on. Because before I was just dipping out and I understood why they looked at me like, oh, he's from foreign. yeah, Yankee. You know?
Hey,
he got bread. I'm like, nigga, I'm broke, you know?
Broke just like
but
you.
But fucking Jordans down there is like $800, you know?
Yeah. Devils, bro. Everything is taxed in the island.
We got outlets over here,
Yeah, we go down to Nike outlet and find some J's for cheap, man.
But anyway, yeah, so we thought we was doing it when we graduated to like a dryer, but it didn't have heat. It would just spin dry the motherfucker. You know? We thought we didn't know nothing.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know they had dryers that work like so. You could just spin and it dries.
It's a dryer, but the heat is what causes the electrical bill to go up. You know that?
Yeah. If the power blows the heat,
But the heat is what uses the most electricity.
Yeah.
So what you do is they sell dryers that all it does is just keep spinning. It doesn't dry. You still gotta hang the shit out, but you don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to ring. Now I'm getting it. Yeah. Okay. You lost me.
Yeah.
I thought you put them in a dryer and you took them out and they would dry without the heat. I was like, how?
No. You still have to hang it up.
You just don't gotta wring them out. Yeah. Con. All right, I feel you, bro. Dang, man. That's a trip down memory lane.
Even when you looked at washing machines, you had like the spin cycle and all that shit. Those were advances in washing machines.
Right.
That you know.
Yeah. It
used to just sit there, soak and shake, just back and forth.
Yep.
And you had to pay extra money if you wanted the spin cycle.
Yeah.
So basically, I guess they sell this damn devil. He sold us the spin cycle.
Esau, you the damn devil, man.
Well, that was probably Moab. You know?
Oh shit.
That's probably Moab. You know.
Hey, but it's all good, man. Cause like I say, man, it's still beautiful, man. Because like all these things, man, are on us for a sign and a wonder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Issachar can relate, and you know they know.
Oh yeah.
You know, 'cause they damn in a third world country too.
Yeah. Even when Issachar first come over here, even when I was growing up, man.
They living in trailers and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jake would make fun of him. Jake's showing you that, damn, bro. But,
we didn't know.
But the envy of Ephraim and Judah's departing, baby.
Yeah.
Through the word, the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we're becoming one stick in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's hand. But you look down on them, oh, they packed in a car like Mexicans, you know?
Yeah.
Not knowing that's the way you're supposed to be thinking. Get your whole family, you can save money.
Work together.
But not even realizing Issachar working off the books, man. He working in the hot ass field picking tomatoes
stacking
and lettuce.
His bread.
Barely. Making what you make. Three or six of them in a house is making what you make a week, cause they making like 5 cents, $1 a day.
Yeah.
You know.
But that goes to show, cause if they was making what we was making, they would have been.
And that's why the ones like that get their little construction businesses, their little stucco business, and you know.
Yeah.
You know the masonry bit. They they build the wall. You know, cause they didn't pay their dues. You know.
They don't moved on up. Nah, man, but at the end of the day, man, all this stuff is beautiful, man.
So I never finished. You got some more?
No, go ahead. You got it.
So going back to Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. And they are all hid in prison. That's why I wanted to keep going. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, another sign.
And they are all hid in prison houses. And who makes up? I told you, look in the corner over there. Just like the biker gang, biker boys.
Yep. Post it up, bro. Post it up.
What I was going to say. It says, and they are hid in prison, probably recording.
The prison industrial complex.
Probably zoomed in all the way on the phone.
Yeah.
It says, and they are hid in prison houses. And who's the number? Who makes up the most? Who's the biggest population in prisons, man?
Jake.
Between Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and Issachar and Ephraim. You know, when I'm saying Ephraim, I'm talking about the whole Latin kingdom. You know, remember Ephraim is the head of the northern kingdom. Judah is the head of the southern kingdom. You know, going back to Joseph. You know, but yeah, who makes up the populace? You know, we do. And even probably the Edomites that are locked up, they probably Jakes, Israelite foreigners. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know you got Edomite, you got like the Peckerwoods. Now we're in Florida, so you got like the Peckerwoods. You got the different Aryan gangs. A lot of them probably Jake, man.
I wouldn't doubt it. The whole, like the brother was saying,
Esau's not in trouble as other men. So Esau, you got to be a real fuck up to get locked up in prison like that. You go like Jeffrey Dahmer, you know?
Yeah.
You got to be a real goddamn demon.
And then,
you know, because he gonna keep you letting you slide, man.
And Jeffrey Dahmer tried hard not to.
He's gonna throw the book at you.
Yeah.
You gotta take the book and slap yourself with it, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta get up there and shut the book on yourself, you know?
Hey, this the brother's talking about. This is the prison industrial complex. It says the prison industrial complex.
Hey, remember we found out Bob Barker. That's how he made the majority of his wealth.
Of his money. Yep.
The prisoners making his damn clothes, man.
Yep.
Underwears, boxers, and white tees and shit. Wife beaters. You know?
That's free labor.
Barker Industries.
That's free labor, man.
Damn near.
Yeah.
You making what, 15 cents an hour?
Free labor.
What's that? The 14th Amendment, I think, or the 13th?
13. Yeah, you're right. 13. It
See,
says
he writes laws and rewrites them.
Damn devil.
Or should I say rewrites them?
Yep. Slavery is abolished unless you commit a crime or a felony.
Yep.
Wow, bro. Damn devil. It says
that's why he came up with Jim Crow laws. After he so-called freed the slaves, which he emancipated the slaves, transferred ownership from the private slave owners to the government, to the corporation, the elites. He basically, that's what he did. He gave matter of fact, the whole country. It's a corporation.
It is.
Not just the Negroes, but everybody gave ownership to the elites. Now you have adhesion contracts on you, bonds, records, adhesion contracts.
But the scriptures warned us, man, of how Esau Edom works. This is Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Right now, his major policy that he's trying to get off the ground is this New World Order.
Yep, con.
And he craftily, shrewdly, doing it.
Yeah. And ultimately it's for the people to have to, Yasharallah has to come to him for the one of all things, but he wants the whole entire world to have to come to him to the one of all things.
That's Micah. They covet fields and they take them by violence.
And they take them by violence.
And what's that, Habakkuk?
Yep.
His desire is as hell. He can never be satisfied.
Con. He's already.
Heapeth unto him all people
and all
nations.
Yep.
So that he oppress a man and his heritage.
Con.
Going back to the oppressor.
Yep.
Who's doing that?
It's only one nation.
And that wretch Moab is trying to be just like him.
Yep. hey, Moab, we know you think you got next. You and Gog and Magog, man. We know y'all think y'all got next. Hey, nobody thinks that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, let alone are next to rule, but are going to ever rule. This isn't even in the back of their minds, man.
That's what they say. Look at them. Look how they destroy themselves.
Yeah.
Just look at it. We're a spectacle.
We are a spectacle, man.
Damn. They stare at us and wonder. Like how them niggas still alive, man?
Yeah.
How they still,
Yeah.
They should be destroyed. They should have been wiped off the face of the earth a long time ago. But that's because we are the Lord's chosen people.
Yeah. The Lord, no matter what you do, Yasharallah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like
Babies,
Ephraim means fruitful.
Fruitful. Damn, bro. The Lord is beautiful.
You tried to do experiments on Ephraim, eugenics,
Yep.
Margaret
Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, Margaret, what's that?
Thatcher or whatever her name is. Sanger.
Thatcher, I can't remember.
It's Sanger. You're right.
Mm-hmm. You experimented with birth control on Ephraim,
Well, now they got that new pill. That new
No, but I heard
abortion pill.
But I heard they went to Puerto Rico and they were doing all mass experiments on the Ephraimite women to perfect birth control, man.
Well, I mean, they did it. They did it back in the slavery days. Most of these scientific medical breakthroughs came from experiments on slavery.
I forget the name of the show, but my demon liked to watch shit like that, and she liked to watch old. That's the spirit why she watched that. She watched a lot of folly, but she liked a lot of shows that go into like how shit was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget the name of the show, but it shows you the doctor who was, how he was experimenting on the women, cutting them open,
Yeah.
I forget the show. It was a very good show. I just happened to catch her watching it. And I asked her what it was about, and she was telling me,
Man, the Lord put us in the hands of a cruel nation, man. The Lord was not lying, man.
And Jake still don't consider. Jake still can't get it.
He can't.
That's why the Lord said, why should you be stricken anymore?
Now it's time to put you down.
You will revolt more and more.
It says
he's going to put you out of your misery.
Con.
So let me finish it. It says, but this, so you can get it back.
Go, you got
but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth. See? Because the Lord said nobody was going to buy us. Going back to Deuteronomy 28.
Yep.
You know, no one was going to free us, save us.
No one.
It says, so that's a cut to that whole Lincoln freed the slaves. You see?
Yeah.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth. For a spoil, and none saith restore. They can care less about our plight, you know?
They don't give two craps about our plight, man.
One more quick one, and then you get it back.
Yeah, bring it out, Op.
Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? They don't care. You know?
Like you said, these other nations lick our wounds. We help build up their nations. That
Hurry
nobody
up and buy.
cares.
Hurry up and buy.
I feel sorry for your mother.
Yeah. it was a comedy, but it was true.
Yeah.
You know?
This is what these nations really think of us, man.
It says, and meanwhile they saw what happened to us.
Wow.
They all saw it. They got the records.
No remorse. No
care in the world.
Care in the world, bro. That's crazy.
Because they know who we are. And they know if we come back into power, that means they're coming, you know?
They're gonna fall. But the irony is, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You know what I'm saying? They have no clue. Life is gonna be.
None of the wicked shall understand.
Hey, man, the world is about to be a better place under the government.
That's why when this devil go down, they're gonna say, they're gonna look upon thee narrowly.
Yeah.
Is this the man?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
These heathens gonna be kicking Esau. It ain't just gonna be us. You know? Every time, you know, they get a chance, you goddamn devil, this is because of you. You know?
We followed your lead. Yep. Come on.
For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Damn. Yeah, nobody, man. You know? Nobody cares about our plight, man, of the Lord's chosen people.
Oh, now,
and the one that does care.
Now they do, or some of them do.
Well, they're going to seek to please the poor.
Exactly. Black Lives Matter, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Oh, you're right. But those are probably Jake, man.
Yeah.
Those are usually probably Israelite foreigners, man.
Any of them that are sincere are Israelites or Israelite foreigners, man.
Because the average Edomite could care less, man.
Yeah, and they'll tell you they care less.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the spirit of Esau Edom, man. That's it on that.
Get over it, nigger. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Bro, honestly, bro.
Hey, they like to say, well, my forefathers and my grandparents did, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but not knowing, man, when you go back into the history, a lot of these Edomites, they got lands, they got grants, you know.
Bro.
They got homes, you know.
Bro, look where we at. Look at all the land that was stolen over here. The
But when you go into, like, when you check out a lot of time their history, if you see an Edomite, go back a couple generations. They got a lot of handouts, man.
Of course.
A lot of them got on the Dawes Roll. Remember when they called themselves Indian? Remember?
Yeah.
There's a lot of handouts, you know?
Yep.
A lot of handouts went to Esau, man.
They got documentaries on that.
Even to this day, like how they redline us. You just off your credit score. Your credit score is based upon your zip code.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't even know that. A lot of it has to do with your zip code. You know? If you're in an affluent, because they say, okay, the houses in this area are worth $500,000, $600,000. He should be able to afford this. This motherfucker 18 years old. You know? You know?
Yeah.
So we're gonna give him 7% interest on this car, 5%.
Yep.
Yo, black ass, you in the hood, you in Crime Hills, 30% interest. You a high what they call it? High risk value.
Yep.
Oh, he probably gonna get the shit repoed. He gonna get locked up. He gonna lose his job.
Let's get as much money out of him before we lose the.
You know.
Yeah.
That's how they look at it.
That's how they look at it. But
that's why they say if you want to have, anytime the first thing you do, you're trying to build your credit is you go get a PO box in like an Edomite neighborhood, man. Go to the post office, you know.
Yep.
Get you a PO box and use that as your address. You know.
Yep.
That's the first step. You know.
Hey, but see, at the end of the day, though, Esau is erasing all these ways to get ahead in his system, because too many people know the game. Two people know the game, and he's allowing this to happen now. It's about to reset.
Too many of our people know the game.
Exactly.
It was
exactly.
everybody knew the game, but once the monkey figure out once the rat figure out how the maize work, how to get the cheese, now they, you know.
Hey, hold up. Let's change the route of this maze.
You in the maze, and the whole experiment is to watch you get fucking zapped over and over.
Yep.
Trying to get to the cheese. But once you figure out how to get to the cheese without getting zapped, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I can have kids, but just don't marry the bitch. You know?
Yeah.
You know? Excuse my French.
Or I can marry the bitch, but put all my assets in my mother's name.
Oh, yeah.
And then just go to my mom for shit.
They in an uproar over that.
Oh, yeah.
They in an uproar over that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but hey, ultimately, man, it's the Lord, man. The Lord is turning everything back right side up. Okay? You got more on that?
So it says, For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? And remember, we're a people before place. The people make up the landmass, make up the country, all right? The citizens make the country, right? And Jerusalem, we're scattered amongst the four corners of the earth. But the bulk of us are in the Americas. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? Yeah, you got billions to send to Ukraine, right? But you don't even want to give reparations.
Yeah.
You know?
That goes to show you that this devil has a perpetual hatred for Yasharallah, you tribes. You got it.
Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord Jehovah. Thou art gone backward. Jacob's rebellious. They making war against their creator.
Instead of thriving to be better and better in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we reverting. Okay? Because
Jake is waxing worse and worse.
Exactly.
Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked.
Because in this world, there's benefits to being like Esau Edom. So our people are ultimately chasing the bad.
There's temporal benefits.
Of course. Yeah, temporal.
They're not wise to consider their latter end.
Exactly.
They ain't thinking about the back end.
Yeah.
Like, that's the new thing with Jake. All these rappers and shit, everything is the back end.
Yeah.
I don't want it on the front end. Esau used to give it to him on the front end.
Yeah.
And get all the back end, all the royalties and shit.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Jake getting a little bit wiser. Now I want it on the back end.
Exactly. You know what? Let me
like you said, they figuring out the game.
Don't give me that 100,000. Let me get 20 and put the rest in these stock options in your company. They figuring the game out.
Remember the interview I sent you with Vlad, the rich dad, poor dad?
Yeah, come on.
What did he say about the rich people, the wealthy, not rich?
Yep.
Because rich is temporal. Rich is for a moment. Wealthy is long term.
Yeah, generational.
How long can your money last without you working? That's true wealth.
Yep. Your money makes money for you.
Exactly.
Without you having to do anything
but remember,
physical.
He said rich dad didn't tell you how to make money. They don't like to talk about the secrets.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
You know?
Because the secrets are in-house. They just want to give you enough to buy whatever it is they selling. Okay?
Which is a pipe dream.
A pipe dream. A Ponzi scheme.
It's one, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yep.
It's one big Ponzi scheme.
Yep.
You all the way at the bottom. You got all these heathens above you.
Yep.
You know? And at the tippity top, you got the 1%.
Yep. Damn.
Who's printing the money? The monopoly money.
Exactly. Control the printing press. Come on, man.
It says, Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord Jehovah. Thou art gone backward. Therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. Hey. I am weary with repenting.
Hey, because what? The Lord says, I have stretched out my hand and y'all haven't took heed.
He said his hand is stretched out all the day long. Prime example right now. You know? We sighing and crying for all the abominations done therein. We ain't speaking French. We ain't speaking Creole. We speaking in plain English. And we speaking it with things you can see with your own eyes.
Yep.
Facts. We speaking facts.
Yep.
Because we all brothers and sisters and cousins, and we all grew up together. So we understand. We all in the same goddamn maze.
The Lord said, I didn't send you to a nation of strange language.
Words hard to be understood.
I
you understand exactly what the hell we talking about. But you want to turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah.
Even though we sighing and crying, you know, for all the abominations done therein. So the Lord said he's tired of it. And that's why we know a famine is coming.
Yeah.
Amos 8:11. The Lord is going to withdraw his men. And when that happens, guess what? They're going to run to and fro to hear the word of the Lord. They're going to be looking for the men of the Lord. They're going to be all over social media looking for them Hebrew Israelites. You know?
All over.
They're going to be looking. When Esau reverts back to his true nature, you know, and he's gunning your ass down in the street, kicking in your goddamn doors, raping your children, your daughter, go back to Buck breaking the men, then Jake gonna get it through their thick ass skull that Esau's not their friend, and that this is not their rest.
And here's the thing, bro.
But Jake always learned the hard way.
He has to. That's the only way.
And nigga gotta be locked up for about 15, 20 years. Then he get it.
Then he come out with the Bible.
Then he's reformed. You know. Jake gotta get locked up 2-3 times. Then he figure it out. You know.
Yeah.
Jake gotta get 3, 4, 5 baby mamas. Then he figured it out. You know.
Oh, God. Jake, that's the way Jake learned, man.
The woman never figures it out.
Yeah. She is the weaker vessel.
She gonna keep going through the baby until she can't have no more kids.
But my thing is, Jake is we're out here speaking on behalf of the Heavenly Father, but we're speaking and standing up for our nation. Our nation always say,
we are bemoaning thee.
Yes.
We're standing up. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai says, who will stand up for me against the evil?
Exactly.
And we're not ashamed of the gospel.
We're not ashamed. Man, that's crazy. Real quick, this is the, I wanted to bring out, because the brother brought out the 13th Amendment and brought out that scripture that we all, the Lord's people are hid in prison houses. So it says, the prison industrial complex, PIC, it says, is a term we use to describe the overlapping interests of government and industry that uses surveillance.
It's one big Ponzi, it's one big trap.
Yep.
It's one big money-making machine. Okay? If you don't get locked up, the judge ain't gonna get paid. The lawyer ain't gonna get paid. The CEO ain't gonna get paid.
Yep.
You know? Yeah. These corporations can't get that cheap labor.
It's all a Ponzi scheme. Even with child support, they were saying that a lot of the child support goes towards the retirement of judges and people, in that work.
So it's a conflict of interest.
A conflict of interest, man. That's why your child support, you get max child support.
That's why they come down so hard on the men.
Yep.
They never gonna scrutinize a woman. You know?
These people are the man. Hey man. It says
you don't realize especially the men. It's an attack on men.
Yeah.
They looking at you salivating.
Licking their chops. They're like, oh, yep, my
especially you go into that courthouse without a lawyer, they got your ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, this gonna get my pension.
Just another prey.
This gonna get added to my pension.
Another lamb to the slaughter.
Yeah.
You know?
But what the scripture say? My people are
destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Exactly, bro. Man, it says
they don't even realize that child support is unconstitutional.
Yep. The Elder Malcolm vividly goes in
Title 4D.
But like you said,
and that's why part of the reason why it's unconstitutional. It's a conflict of interest.
Yep. And like the brother brought out earlier, taxes went back to the war.
Like they like to make it seem like it's about the welfare of the child. It's not about the welfare of the child.
Hell no.
You know?
And you can see it's not about the welfare of the child because it's different amounts for different folks. If it was about the child, they would have came up with a calculated amount, okay? And it would be equal across the board. Okay? If you have one child, yeah.
It is a calculated amount. It has to do with your pay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
is, it's a formula.
Yeah, it's a formula. But let's say
brother.
let's say you got one child, right? And the judge, let's say society comes to a point and they say, okay, it takes to raise one child this amount for 18 years. This is how much it takes to raise one child. It don't matter if you make 10 times more than me or I make 10 times less than you. If we both have one child, doesn't it take the same amount to raise that one child? You get what I'm trying to say?
Not really. Because everybody's living it. That's what, just like alimony. When she takes you to court, she's going to say, I'm accustomed to this. Everybody's not.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck? Accustomed is what you want. Oh, I'm accustomed to driving a Benz.
I'm just giving you.
Yeah. I feel you.
I'm just telling you what they tell you, brother.
Yeah, I feel you.
I know from experience. I'm speaking from. I know exactly what the fuck go down, bro. You know.
Yeah. I feel where you're coming from. They're gonna say, yeah, you're accustomed to something, and you got to maintain that same.
You got to maintain that lifestyle.
That lifestyle.
I grew accustomed to having, pedicures every week. You know, I grew accustomed to living in a 2-story house. My kids got accustomed to going to private school. You know.
Wicked ass system, man.
Because like I said, first and foremost, if you marry somebody, that's a contract.
Yep, another trap or snare.
Jake don't read the fine print.
Yep.
That's why you got to go down to the courthouse and sign it. But Jake don't read none of that shit. It's a legal binding contract.
Yep.
The same thing with your birth certificate. When you sign the birth certificate, that's a legal binding contract. Again, going back to what I said, they're adhesion bonds.
Yeah. That's why
there's papers on all of us.
That's why if you're not the father, but you signed the birth certificate,
you on the hook.
You're on the hook.
You could take a paternity test and that's not your child. If you sign, that's your ass, man.
Yep.
If you married and she have a child outside of wedlock, that's your ass, man. Showing you that it's about attacking the men.
Yep.
That's how you destroy the household, is by destroying the men. And tells you that in the scriptures. That's how you bind the strong man.
Bind the strong man. And most of the strong men are in prison houses, man.
Hey,
okay.
Around the 60s, that's what they did. They got they came through with
the crack epidemic.
They came through around the 60s, and that's around the feminine. That's really like they're promoting the feminism to our people, to our women, and telling them to go to school. You don't need a man. You know, a lot of our women became nurses and shit. Went back to school, got degrees. They were getting benefits from the state, from the government, but the man couldn't be in the household.
Facts.
Matter of fact, the social worker used to come to the house and check the house to make sure the man wasn't there.
Yep.
They'd go through the closet, make sure there was no men's clothes, and if they found men's clothes, guess what? You were kicked off.
Lost your benefit.
A lot of the women got Section 8 housing, you know, a lot of benefits.
Yeah, and all that time they were taking notes. How many kids in the house?
That was to destroy the men.
Yep. This is
actually destroy the whole household. Now the children are destroyed.
Destroyed the whole nation.
There's no male figure. All our men are effeminate. A bunch of little nasty exes, little Uzi Verts, young thugs. That's what happened now. No strong men in the house anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of the women are a bunch of bull daggers, you know?
That masculine energy.
Butch, you know?
Yeah.
Completely turned everything upside down. You know?
Yeah, and he knew it, bro. By binding the men, destroying the men, you destroy a nation. So I read this real quick, and it says the prison industrial complex is a term we use to describe the overlapping interests of government and industry that uses surveillance, policing, imprisonment, and solutions to economic, social, and political problems.
Entrapment. They set you up.
Yep.
If you riding through a affluential neighborhood, I bet you'll never see a speed trap. Where do you see speed traps at?
Pine Hills in the
hood.
Yep.
Or on like major throughways.
Yep.
Interstates, right? Where you gotta go, where you trying to get to work at. But they can profile you. You know?
Woo! It says
That's why the scriptures say they hunt our. It's all by design. It's a trap.
Yep. It says
one big trap.
It says PIC.
Jake, Jake comatose. Jake in a deep sleep, man.
Yeah.
The moment Jake wake up, that's it. Jake finna be on their asses, man.
Jake gonna
Once
turn
the
the
Israelite
fuck up.
man wakes up out of this nightmare, out of this simpish state, it's over.
Yeah. It's gonna be completely over. It says.
Hey, that's why those women was mad at Kevin Samuels.
He was waking them up out of that.
Yeah.
That comatose sleep pertaining to women.
He was putting the bullshit on Front Street.
Yeah.
And their own mouths were condemning him. So men had, this nigga right. You know?
These bitches are crazy. They do try to shame us. Yep, you're absolutely right. It says, by naming PIC, it says, we identify the expensive network of people and parties with vested interests in mass incarceration.
Vested interests.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get locked up, the CO don't get paid.
Yep.
The judge don't get paid.
Woo.
The lawyer don't get paid.
Man, it says vested interest in mass incarceration.
They don't release you. The probation officer don't get paid because you got to pay to stay out of jail, man.
And I'm pretty sure it's probably like I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess, like, you know, if you're a cop, you got to get a certain criteria of tickets. I'm pretty sure in order for them,
there's no. It's called a quota.
A quota.
They claim there's no quota. It's called a it's even in different jobs they have it. There's no quota. It's called a minimum expectation. Like meets. It's like a minimum expectation.
Satisfactory. Meet satisfactory.
Meets. It's a minimum expectation. That's what they call it now. Because quota sounds too bad. You know, that's why like towards the end of the month, you'll see a lot of speed traps because they got to meet that minimum expectation.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch on I-4 recently.
Yeah, that's what happens during the holidays and stuff like that. It's all one big money makers. It's a lot. They bring in a lot of the taxes. You know.
So I'm wondering if they have to get a certain amount of people to get like bonuses and you know what I'm saying?
Course,
like you said,
it's a corporation, and that's how all corporations work.
That's crazy, man.
The employers are slaves also, man.
Damn.
They're all slaves. The one that's not a slave is the owner. The one at the top. It's one big Ponzi scheme, bro.
It says, I'm gonna finish this and then I'll get that Daniel 8:25 and then we can wrap it up.
What is that? Make sure it's 2 hours. It's,
we passed 2 hours.
Double check. I don't,
Oh no, yeah, we right at.
That's what I'm saying. Hit. I want to make sure. It's one big. What is it? One big club and you're not invited.
Yep.
You know.
So it says
it's members only.
Hey, you're right. Hey, you don't understand, Sway.
You want to get anywhere, you gotta join the club. You gotta join these fraternities, these sororities, which is nothing more than what Freemasonry. You gotta join these Masonic lodges. You gotta pledge. You gotta join the club.
Pledge your loyalty.
Yep.
So it says by naming.
Oh, I was watching Bernie Madoff, right?
Yeah.
Not Bernie Madoff. Damn, what's this dude's name?
The Ponzi scheme guy.
No, yeah, that's Bernie Madoff. But Epstein.
Oh, Pedophile Island.
Yeah, Epstein. How he did it? Was it Epstein? I can't remember. But basically, he was a lot of the people that he was. Was it Bernie Madoff? I forget who it was. But anyway, basically how they preyed on people was they were going to these different golf clubs. They joined a golf club because you got to have a membership to go to a golf club.
Yeah.
And then once you join that golf club, you have you have access to different type of, you know what I'm saying?
The wealthy, the people.
Exactly. It gives you access.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that made me think about how it's one big club and you're not in it. They got to prove your membership. Like a lot of politicians, they won't. They only deal. It's like a clique, bro.
It's a club. Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's a big.
Same thing with fraternities and frats.
Yeah.
They'll hire. Like say they see, you got my alma mater.
Yeah.
They'll hire you. Yeah. And then y'all ain't even interviewing. Y'all ain't even. Y'all just reminiscing about.
Yeah. Hey, did they haze you like this?
Hey, do you know such and such?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that was my frat leader or whatever.
No, but that's the truth, man. It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Yep, it's who you know. It's all about connections. Most jobs, people don't even realize that. Most people get hired because of who they know.
But hey, the funny thing is, like you said, that's true.
Even on the application, it tells you that.
Yeah.
The referral.
Did you refer?
Yeah.
But think about this. Even if you don't know nobody in the job, they gonna hire the person that they feel most like they know. That
is gonna fit in. That's gonna assimilate. Yeah. Of course, that's what the whole interviewing process is.
Yep.
To see if you will fit in this club.
Exactly. Man.
That's why you gotta sell yourself,
God. Hey.
You gotta trim your waist to seek love. Then you get in there, you start to show your true colors.
Hey, God.
I got you, bitch.
Hey, circumspect. Oh, man. It says,
pull up to the parking lot banging little boosters.
Oh, they're like, man, did we hire him? Yeah, we did. He got us. But he does good work, though. It says by naming the PIC, all right, Prison and Industrial Complex, we identify the expensive network of people and parties with vested interests.
Another word for club. It's a network.
Yeah.
Like they like to say, you got to go out there and network, brother.
Got to go out there and network.
Yep.
Hey.
And that's really the key principle of a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
You got to keep bringing in new people for the Ponzi scheme to thrive.
And a lot of times, like with a Ponzi scheme.
That's why the American dollar is through. Because anybody else coming in on the Ponzi scheme.
Hey, I got to eat that one. Hey, yo, Pa. Fuck this place, man. Oh, my goodness. It says by naming the PIC, we identify the expensive network of people and parties with vested interests in mass incarceration and uncover how this network functions to fill prisons and support mass incarceration. So the whole system is set up to
fill beds.
Fill beds, man.
You got brand new. You got private prisons, man.
Yep.
You got private prisons. You know who's benefiting? Somebody got to fill them beds.
Somebody, or they lose money. It says current estimate. It says indicates that there are approximately 2.3 million people incarcerated in the United States, with an additional 4.5 million people on probation or parole. The U.S. has the world's highest incarceration rate, and despite representing under 5% of the global population, the U.S. holds almost 20% of the global prison population, man. And that's why I brought out Daniel 8:25. And through his policy, also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hands. Okay, and this prison industrial complex is just one of the ways. The brother brought out the marriage,
all the
taxes,
all the systems,
all systems. Okay, and all set up with policies and legislation.
You mentioned the prison industrial complex. You got something called a judicial system.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
It's a trap.
Yep.
A system is a trap.
Con. It says, Daniel 8:25, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall he destroy many. All right? I'm locking these people up for y'all on good, getting them off the street. Man, they making money on the back end.
Like the law enforcement to protect and serve.
Con.
Yeah, they protecting and serving, but whose interest?
The elite's interest.
Exactly.
Con.
That's why they wear that shield.
Yep.
The sheriff's badge, that's the Rothschild shield.
Damn.
They're protecting the elites.
Con. It says, he also shall stand against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Hey, man.
Hey, because this is a non-violent movement.
Yep.
We waiting on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to rise up to the plate.
Con.
These words are we chanting down the walls of Babylon.
Con.
The words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
That's the purpose of Islam.
Con.
The spirit is like the wind, and the spirit is saying, that's it.
That's it.
All right, with that being said, again, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Again, double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who ruled well and who taught us this truth. And a healthy shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the sincere Akwa that are out there listening and learning as well. Shalom. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.